Your bedroom temperature isn't just about comfort. It's actually a metabolic switch that could be burning calories while you sleep. Research from the National Institutes of Health reveals something extraordinary. Sleeping in a room at 66 degrees for just 1 month can double your metabolically active brown fat and improve insulin sensitivity. Over 55 million Americans spend billions on gym memberships each year, yet most people are missing this simple strategy that transforms their bedroom into a calorie-burning chamber every single night. A groundbreaking study from Virginia Commonwealth University found that participants who slept at 66 degrees experienced double the volume of brown fat after just 4 weeks. And here's what will blow your mind. When these same people return to warmer sleeping temperatures at 81 degrees, all those metabolic benefits completely disappeared. Today, we're revealing 5 powerful ways sleeping in a cooler room transforms your metabolism overnight, plus the critical temperature adjustments seniors need to know. Before we begin, tell us in the comments your age and where you're watching from. We're reading and replying to every single comment. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Number 5. Brown fat activation, your hidden metabolic furnace. Most people think all body fat is the enemy, but your body contains 2 completely different types. White fat stores excess calories. Brown fat does the exact opposite. It burns calories specifically to generate heat. And sleeping in a cooler room activates this metabolic powerhouse. Research published in the journal Diabetes tracked 5 healthy men who spent 4 consecutive months sleeping in temperature-controlled rooms at the NIH Clinical Center. During the month they slept at 66 degrees Fahrenheit, scientists discovered something remarkable. The volume of brown fat in their bodies nearly doubled, and their insulin sensitivity improved dramatically. Here's how it works. Brown fat contains specialized mitochondria packed with a protein called uncoupling protein 1. When activated by cool temperatures, this protein burns calories directly as heat through a process called thermogenesis. Studies from Harvard Medical School confirm that people with higher brown fat activity can burn an additional 100 to 300 calories per day compared to those with minimal brown fat. But here's the critical caveat for seniors. Research from Hebrew Senior Life and Harvard Medical School tracked 50 adults aged 65 and older across 11,000 nights of sleep. The findings revealed that sleep efficiency in older adults actually improved when nighttime temperatures ranged between 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures below 68 degrees didn't provide the same benefits for seniors. Why this difference? As people age, their ability to regulate body temperature decreases. Research from Senior Services of America warns that temperatures below 65 degrees can decrease muscle strength and mobility in older adults and increase hypothermia risk. Here's the exact protocol. If you're under 65, set your thermostat to 65 to 68 degrees. If you're 65 or older, maintain 68 to 72 degrees. Use breathable cotton or linen sheets. Allow at least 4 weeks for your body to adapt. The metabolic benefits are substantial but don't happen overnight. Number 4. Increased calorie burn through thermogenesis. While you sleep, your body works to maintain its core temperature at 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. When your bedroom is cooler, your body must generate additional heat. This heat generation requires energy, specifically calories from stored fat. According to data from Livestrong, a 200-pound person burns approximately 86 calories per hour during sleep at normal temperatures. That's 688 calories during 8 hours. But research indicates that sleeping in temperatures that activate brown fat can increase this expenditure by 14% when brown fat is fully activated. A meta-analysis in Frontiers in Physiology found that people with detectable brown fat levels experienced significant increases in resting metabolic rate after cold exposure. Bridget Agee, bariatric program director at Cedars-Sinai Marina del Rey Hospital, explains that lowering room temperature activates thermoregulatory functions. This activation stimulates brown fat cells, which borrow energy from white fat stores, helping to decrease overall body fat. A study published in Diabetes found that the metabolic benefits require consistent exposure. When study participants returned to warmer temperatures of 75 to 81 degrees, their enhanced metabolism and brown fat volumes returned to baseline within weeks. This isn't a one-time intervention, It's a lifestyle adjustment that works as long as you maintain it. Here's how to optimize this effect. Start gradually by reducing bedroom temperature by 2 to 3 degrees for the first week. Use layers you can adjust rather than cranking up the heat. Avoid heavy blankets that can push your skin temperature to 90 degrees even in a 65-degree room, which defeats the metabolic purpose. For seniors, the temperature sweet spot differs. The Hebrew Senior Life study found that sleep quality in adults over 65 dropped 5 to 10% when temperatures exceeded 77 degrees, but older adults still slept better at 68 to 77 degrees than at temperatures below 65. Number 3. Enhanced insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. This is where sleeping in a cooler room becomes life-changing for preventing type 2 diabetes. Research in Nature Medicine demonstrates that cold exposure dramatically improves how your body processes sugar and responds to insulin. The Virginia Commonwealth University study found that after 4 weeks at 66 degrees, participants showed improved insulin sensitivity alongside doubled brown fat volumes. Lead researcher Dr. Francesco Kelly emphasized that this provides important proof that brown fat activation can deliver metabolic benefits, particularly reduced diabetes risk. The mechanism involves your skeletal muscles, which are your body's largest glucose consumers. When exposed to cooler temperatures during sleep, specialized proteins called GLUT4 transporters move to more favorable positions in muscle cells. This translates to enhanced glucose clearance from the bloodstream without requiring additional insulin. Scientists at Maastricht University demonstrated even more dramatic results. After just 10 days of cold acclimation, patients with type 2 diabetes experienced a 43% increase in peripheral insulin sensitivity. Think about that, nearly half again better at processing glucose, achieved through controlled temperature exposure. Research from Joslin Diabetes Center at Harvard reveals an additional benefit. Cold exposure reduces chronic inflammation associated with obesity and metabolic syndrome. When brown fat activates, it produces a molecule called mycin-2, which helps resolve inflammation. Before we continue, if you've been enjoying the video so far, hit that like button so more seniors can see it and subscribe. We've got more powerful senior health tips videos coming every day, and you don't want to miss the next one. Number 2. Improved sleep quality through temperature regulation. Your body's circadian rhythm, the internal 24-hour clock regulating sleep and metabolism, is intimately connected to temperature fluctuations. Your core body temperature naturally decreases 1 to 2 degrees as you prepare for sleep, reaching its lowest point between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. Research from the Center for Chronobiology in Switzerland demonstrates that facilitating this natural temperature decline by sleeping in a cooler room significantly improves sleep quality. This temperature drop triggers melatonin production and initiates the sleep process. A study in the Journal of Physiological Anthropology found that sleeping in warmer temperatures increases wakefulness and decreases both slow-wave sleep and REM sleep, the restorative sleep phases when your body repairs tissues and consolidates memories. Proper sleep regulates several key hormones: leptin, which signals fullness, ghrelin, which triggers hunger, cortisol, which affects fat storage, and growth hormone, essential for muscle maintenance. Sleep deprivation increases cortisol production, which directly promotes abdominal fat storage and insulin resistance. Research in diabetes care confirms that chronic sleep loss is independently linked to developing type 2 diabetes. Here's how to balance these factors. Install a programmable thermostat that automatically lowers temperature 1 to 2 hours before your bedtime. For adults under 65, set to 65 to 68 degrees. For adults over 65, start at 68 to 72 degrees and adjust based on comfort. Track your sleep for 2 to 4 weeks. How long it takes to fall asleep, how many times you wake, and how you feel upon waking. And now for the number 1 most important finding that ties everything together. Number 1. The longevity connection and sustained metabolic transformation. This is where sleeping in a cooler room transcends simple calorie burning and becomes a comprehensive metabolic health strategy. The combination of brown fat activation, improved insulin sensitivity, enhanced sleep quality, and sustained calorie burning creates a powerful synergy that affects multiple health outcomes simultaneously. A meta-analysis published in Frontiers in Physiology examining cold exposure and energy metabolism found consistent evidence across multiple studies. When exposed to temperatures between 16 to 19 degrees Celsius compared to typical room temperature at 24 degrees Celsius, energy expenditure increased by an average of 188 calories per day. Brown fat volume increased significantly, activity more than doubled, and the uptake of fatty acids by brown fat increased substantially. But here's what makes this strategy truly transformative: the effects compound over time. While the Virginia Commonwealth study showed doubled brown fat after just 4 weeks, researchers believe continued exposure maintains and potentially enhances these benefits. Research on brown adipose tissue reveals fascinating longevity connections. Brown fat activation increases circulating adiponectin levels, a hormone consistently elevated in centenarians who live past 100 years. High adiponectin concentrations correlate with favorable metabolic indicators and lower inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein. Additionally, cold exposure upregulates fibroblast growth factor 21, or FGF21, which has been documented as a pathway to longevity. It improves insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. Cold exposure also increases SIRT1 activity in both skeletal muscle and brown fat. Elevated SIRT1 levels in humans are associated with increased longevity, improved insulin sensitivity, and better glucose control. For seniors specifically, research shows that while brown fat activation decreases with age, the benefits remain accessible with appropriate temperature adjustments. The Hebrew Senior Life study found that personalized temperature optimization based on individual needs could enhance sleep quality significantly. Here's your comprehensive action plan. Start gradually, reducing bedroom temperature by 2 to 3 degrees weekly until reaching your target range. Give your body 4 to 6 weeks of consistent exposure before expecting full adaptation. Monitor beyond weight. Pay attention to energy levels, sleep quality, mood stability, and fasting blood glucose if you have diabetes risk factors. Combine temperature optimization with other proven strategies. Maintain consistent sleep and wake times. Engage in regular physical activity, which independently activates brown fat, and manage evening nutrition, as some research suggests meals rich in healthy fats may support overnight brown fat activation. Critical safety considerations. Never let bedroom temperature drop below 65 degrees for extended periods, especially if you're a senior, as research warns this increases hypothermia risk. Ensure proper bedding with breathable materials. If you have cardiovascular disease, diabetes, thyroid disorders, or take medications affecting temperature regulation, discuss these changes with your healthcare provider first. The evidence is clear. Sleeping in a room at 66 to 68 degrees for younger adults, or 68 to 72 degrees for seniors, activates brown fat, increases metabolic rate, improves insulin sensitivity, and enhances sleep quality. Individual responses vary based on age, body composition, and health status. Here's practical advice to start tonight. Adjust your thermostat before bed, invest in breathable cotton sheets, and keep an extra blanket nearby for adjustment. Track your progress for at least 1 month before making judgments. This isn't medical advice, it's evidence-based information about how temperature affects metabolism. Always consult your healthcare provider, especially if you're taking medications or have chronic health conditions. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you experimented with sleeping in a cooler room? Did you notice any changes in your energy levels or sleep quality? What temperature do you currently keep your bedroom at night? Share your experience below. It might inspire someone else to try this scientifically backed strategy. Thanks for watching.